So first things first, I want to make it very, very clear that Logan Paul is absolutely and utterly a tool of the Matrix. He's a bought and sold individual with no soul. He doesn't stand up for anything, and he doesn't mean anything he says. He gets pieces of paper from Susan or whoever else telling him what he's allowed to say on his channel to retain it.
You believe that?
100%. Not only do I believe it, he's proved it himself. He will flip-flop on any issue. He can be bought and sold. The dude's a bitch. Logan Paul is a bitch, and I will say that here publicly. If anyone wants, I'll fight him for free.
Multi-millionaire from it, I'd probably live in a dream world too. But let me explain something to you about combat sports. There are a whole bunch of men out here who will never be as famous as you, will never...
The potential matchup between Jake and Logan Paul versus Andrew and Tristan Tate has generated significant buzz in the combat sports world. Here are the key details about this proposed fight. The challenge. Andrew Tate initially called out Jake Paul, claiming he and his brother Tristan would beat the Paul brothers in a cage match. This led to a response from Jake and Logan Paul, escalating the situation for the offer. Jake Paul, who is associated with the Professional Fighters League, PFL, proposed a $40 million deal for a tag team MMA fight. Each fighter would receive $10 million, 45. The fight would potentially take place in the PFL. Jake and Logan expressed willingness to travel to Romania for the bout for fighters' stances. Andrew Tate expressed confidence in himself and his brother, stating they have absolute faith in their abilities. 45. Logan Paul called Andrew a legitimate badass, but referred to Tristan as the weak link with a bad shoulder. 45. Jake Paul seemed eager to set up the fight through PFL for potential implications. This fight, if it happens, would be a major event in combat sports. It would blend the worlds of social media influencers and professional fighters. The combined star power could lead to massive viewership and revenue. It would settle the ongoing feud between the two sets of brothers' challenges. Despite the hype, there are potential obstacles. Weight disparities between the fighters, differences in combat sports backgrounds, boxing versus kickboxing, potential legal or contractual issues, public reaction. The proposed fight has generated significant interest on social media, with fans debating the potential outcome and expressing excitement for the matchup 5. As of now, no official confirmation has been made regarding the fight. The combat sports world eagerly awaits further developments on this potentially groundbreaking event.
Will you and Andrew ever fight the Paul brothers?
So I was asked about this. I'm in good shape now. Could I fight again? Yes.
The conflict between the Paul brothers, Jake and Logan, and the Tate brothers, Andrew and Tristan, arose for several reasons. Challenge to fight. The primary cause was Andrew Tate's challenge to Jake Paul for a fight. Tate proposed a match with a $3 million prize pool, where each fighter would contribute $3 million and the winner would take it all. This was perceived as a direct challenge to Jake Paul's reputation as a boxer. Jake Paul's refusal. Jake Paul declined Andrew Tate's challenge, sparking a wave of criticism. Many, including Floyd Mayweather, accused Paul of avoiding real opponents and only choosing fights he could win. Difference in experience. Andrew Tate is a former professional kickboxer with substantial experience in martial arts. He claims to have fought in 87 kickboxing matches. Meanwhile, despite Jake Paul's boxing career, many view him as a newcomer to professional sports. Media rivalry. Both the Paul brothers and Andrew Tate are known for their provocative statements and ability to draw media attention. Their conflict quickly escalated into a media rivalry, with each side trying to outdo the other with bold claims and insults. Financial aspect. Tate's $3 million fight proposal was seen as a challenge to Paul's financial capabilities. Jake Paul is known for commanding high fight purses, and turning down such an offer could be perceived as a sign of weakness. Reputational risks. For Jake Paul, a fight against an experienced fighter like Andrew Tate posed a significant risk to his reputation. A loss could severely damage his standing in the boxing world and among his fans. This conflict continues to evolve, drawing attention from fans and media alike, and remains one of the most talked about topics in the world of combat sports and social media. The Paul and Tate brothers have made several bold statements regarding their conflict. Statements from the Tate brothers. Andrew Tate challenged Jake Paul by proposing a $3 million fight where each fighter would put up $3 million and the winner would take it all. Andrew Tate declared that he would come out of retirement to turn Jake into mince. Tate called Jake Paul a clown and a symbol of everything that's wrong with modern fame. Andrew Tate said he was ready to teach Jake a lesson. If he needs a lesson, I'll be the guy to teach it. Statements from the Paul brothers. Jake Paul did not accept Andrew Tate's challenge and did not respond to the fight proposal. Instead of fighting Tate, Jake Paul announced a match with 57-year-old Mike Tyson. Logan Paul called Andrew Tate a real cool guy, but referred to Tristan Tate as the weak link with a bad shoulder. Jake and Logan Paul proposed a team MMA fight against the Tate brothers with a $40 million prize pool. Overall, the conflict is marked by Andrew Tate's aggressive rhetoric and Jake Paul's evasive stance, as he chose not to respond directly to the challenge.
Andrew Tate comes out on a podcast and is talking mad shit about Logan. Check out the clip.
So I want to get very, very clear that Logan Paul is absolutely and utterly a tool of the Matrix. He's a bought and sold individual with no soul. Him and his boyfriend Mike did endless videos supporting me, laughing about me, saying
Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate. Why Tate believes he will win. Andrew Tate is confident that he can defeat Jake Paul, and he has multiple reasons to back up his claim. From extensive combat experience to strategic insights into Paul's career choices, Tate firmly believes that victory is within his reach. Combat experience Tate, a former world champion kickboxer, boasts years of hands-on fighting experience. Unlike Jake Paul, who has only recently transitioned to boxing, Tate's background in combat sports has given him a deeper and more refined skill set. This wealth of experience in real fights, where stakes are high and the pressure is intense, is something Tate points to as a significant advantage over Paul. Criticism of Paul's opponents. One of Tate's key points of criticism is Paul's choice of opponents. Tate argues that Jake Paul has made a career out of fighting safe battles that don't truly test his limits. Specifically, he points out that Paul has fought aging fighters, such as the 57-year-old Mike Tyson, athletes from other disciplines who lack boxing experience, opponents who are physically outmatched by Paul. Tate believes these decisions reveal Paul's reluctance to face genuine challenges and prove his worth in the sport. Confidence and bravado. Tate's confidence isn't just talk. He has repeatedly expressed his readiness to teach Paul a lesson and confidently states that he could knock Paul out in the first round. This unwavering belief in his own ability to win is central to Tate's argument. Psychological edge. Tate claims he holds a psychological advantage over Paul, branding himself as a real fighter in contrast to Paul, whom he sees as a YouTuber playing at boxing. Tate believes this perception will give him an edge, as he feels he can outmatch Paul not only physically, but mentally. Financial challenge. In a bold move, Tate proposed a $3 million fight, with the winner taking the entire purse. This challenge wasn't just about the money. It was a test of Paul's resolve. When Paul declined, Tate interpreted it as a sign of weakness and a lack of confidence. To Tate, Paul's refusal was proof that Paul isn't ready to put it all on the line and face a true fighter like himself. Conclusion. Andrew Tate's belief in his superiority over Jake Paul is rooted in his extensive combat experience, criticism of Paul's easy fights, psychological tactics, and his willingness to take on financial risks that Paul has shied away from. Tate's confidence and arguments make it clear he's ready for this challenge and convinced he would come out victorious.
how funny I was. I'll fight him for free. The guy's an idiot.
Bro, what do you have to say to Andrew Tate saying that Logan's your boyfriend?
We already covered it. He's absolutely right.